If I was going to start all over again in YouTube, this is what I would do. Well, hi y'all. I've made a lot of videos over the last 3 years, more than 375 videos. I hiked a lot of trails around North Carolina, the Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Virginia. 2 years ago, I hiked a series of 12 trails from Alabama to Georgia. To the Carolinas. Pennsylvania, Arkansas, Texas, Kansas, Isle Royale in the middle of Lake Superior, and my favorite trail of all, the Wind River Range in Wyoming. When I wasn't hiking, I was making videos about gear reviews and meal preparations, tips and tricks about how to backpack and hike. I've done videos of solo hikes, of hikes with friends, and of course, hikes with my favorite hiking buddy, my brother Rick. Each year, the past 3 years, I announced a theme for that year of hiking. The first year, I planned a through hike of the Appalachian Trail. When I was forced to abandon that dream, I shared how unplanned things can disrupt your dreams. Sickness in my family caused me to come off the trail, and eventually, it caused us to move from North Carolina to Kansas. The second year's theme was Trails Less Traveled. My AT experience taught me two things. The first, and even though I may not be able to through hike the AT, I didn't want to abandon hiking altogether. The second thing that I learned was I didn't like the crowdedness. Crowdedness. Is crowdedness even a word? Well, I didn't like the overcrowded conditions that I was hiking in. I need solitude when I'm out on the trail. So my thoughts for Trails Less Traveled was to explore and to highlight trails may not be as well known to the larger hiking community. And perhaps others were like me, and you wanted to escape the crowds too, to see other beauties, to travel and appreciate paths less worn. So I hiked trails like the Pinhoti Trail in Alabama and the Ozark Highlands Trail in Arkansas, the Fiery Gizzard in Tennessee, and even the AT in the northern rocky end of Pennsylvania. I through hiked the Foothills Trail in the Carolinas and across the Menong Ridge on Isle Royale in Lake Superior. We hiked across the Northeast Texas Trail and the breathtaking Wind River Range.
Jackass Pass, Big Sandy Lake Loop.
It was an amazing year. Last year, I focused on exploring my new home here in Kansas, and I discovered that regardless of where we live, we can find beauty in the outdoors if we just look for it. I hiked the Flint Hills Trail, the Prairie Spirit Trail. My favorite trail in Kansas was discovered less than 10 miles from my home. It's the Elk River Trail. The Elk River Trail is this rugged path through beautiful rock formations. It's only 15 miles long, but it's a taxing 15 miles. I also discovered other treasures here in Kansas. The Cherokee Trail is a historic trail that was used by the Cherokee Indians from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, up to the Santa Fe Trail and out west to California for the gold rush. The trail was active from 1849 all the way to 1861, and I hiked for about 180 miles to search for the wagon tracks and for the swells where the wagons had poured through this region. I went to western Kansas and hiked in the New Jerusalem Badlands State Park. And Monument Rocks. It's also called the Chalk Pyramids. And the Mushroom Rocks State Park.
Very strange formations where you got rocks just sort of sitting on top of rocks. Yeah, makes you think of mushrooms.
Kansas has proven to be full of amazing sights. However, I'm discovering that I have to change. The demands at home and the demands of my body are telling me that next year has to be different. I have to adjust if I'm going to keep enjoying the outdoors and bringing you videos. So if I was going to start YouTube all over again, this is what I would do. First, pretty much what I've done, at least in the beginning. My early hikes did a few things for me. I learned the basic lessons of how to hike, what gear to use, how to plan for backpacking. I also learned about making videos, what kind of equipment did I need, how to tell a story through video. I made a lot of mistakes, but I had a lot of fun while I was learning, and there are so many things that I still have to learn. And I enjoy discovering new ways to show you these adventures, new ways to tell you my stories, new ways to give back to others. Giving back to others is something I would have started earlier if I had to do it over again. My little team is a big part of the fun of creating. Having this little team, I think, has helped all three of us. I don't have to have these guys working with me on these videos. I want to have them working with me. I want to have them excited about being part of the Wandering Monk team. So if I was starting all over again, I would look at what I don't like about making videos, and I'd find the talent that can help me. Another thing that I would try is to discover who is watching my videos and find out what they enjoy watching. I do enjoy making videos about the outdoors, but I need to balance what I like with what you want. If I only make what I like, then I can't expect to really grow too much. And if I only make what others enjoy, then I'll burn out and I'll lose motivation because it's just not fun. There's another part to this puzzle besides what I like and what you enjoy, and that's what can I sustain. And this is what brings me to this video today. What can I keep on doing for the long haul? This is my big problem today. I can't keep hiking new trails every month. I can't make a video of a new trail every week. So what can I do? All this leads up to my announcement for 2024. What I can do is life. I plan to bring you along with me on my everyday journeys, my adventures and my routine chores, my accomplishments and my failures. Most of all, I want you to join me as I prepare for my big goal of 2025. That goal is going to demand that I get back in shape. I mean, really get in shape. So join me at the gym for my own personal fitness program. Give me ideas, make comments on the videos, tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, what I need to start doing. I've got to drop some weight. I just stepped on the scale and I'm over the 200-pound mark. I got to get under. My goal weight is going to be about 180 pounds. So I need to lose about 25 pounds here. I need to strengthen my upper body and my legs, and I got to build up my cardio. I have to create a savings plan. My big goal is going to be expensive, so I have to discipline myself about saving money. It's a big problem for me. My wife is much better at this than I am, but when I see something I want, I just get it. Do you have that problem? Or do you have tips that you can share with me about how to save money? I've got to work on this year. And finally, I have to plan. Now, planning is one of my strengths. And this is a big goal. It's going to require a lot of planning. So I'll try to document how I'm planning for this trip. So that's what I'm going to be doing in 2024. There will be some backpacking trips, some hikes. I just love the outdoors too much not to go. However, most of my videos will be holding myself accountable for getting back into shape, for saving money, and for planning for this trip in 2025. So what's so big about 2025? Well, it's going to be a through hike. It's not going to be the Appalachian Trail or any of the major trails in the United States. I plan to do a pilgrimage. I plan to do the Camino de Santiago. I'll start in Saint Jean de Port in France, travel over the Pyrenees Mountains, and then from the eastern to the west, I'll be traveling 500 miles across Spain to Santiago de Compostela. And then from there, I'll keep going over to the Finisterre, to the end of the world, as it was known back in those times. Now, this was the adventure I'd planned for 2020. And then COVID hit, and it disrupted all of our lives. But Lord willing, 2025 will be the year when I can go. I'll be 69 years old when I go to Spain for this trip. This may be one of my final long through hike adventures, uh, depending on a lot of things, but my health being a major consideration of it. But I am excited to go out and bring you with me on this journey and this adventure. This is one that I've wanted to do for a long, long time. If you're not familiar with it, you might go out and check. I think it was Michael Sheen in The Way, I think was what the movie about it that highlighted the Camino. I hope to encourage you on your own journeys. I hope we can continue to walk life's paths together. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay on the path. God bless you.